Alright, picking up from the basement tutorial, we're going to carry on and add some more detail to Bungalow B. So I've got my basement plan here, and I've got a 3D view of the first floor as well as a 3D view of the basement. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a 3D view to show the two floors together. Minimize those two, and to do that we're going to go to build and then assemble floors. When you assemble the floors you have to put them from the bottom up, so I'm going to add the basement first, then the first floor. If there was a second floor it would go next, and so on. Then I'm going to do a 3D rather than the quick 3D. So I'm going to go up here to 3D and go down to sketched, and I'm going to say save changes and proceed. Say OK, and I'm going to let it generate. Things are going to take longer to generate now. Where you can, you probably will want to use the quick 3Ds. If you're just needing to see things on one floor at a time, then you probably want to use the quick 3Ds, and you won't want to regenerate either. Do rendered at this stage either. So now I've got my first floor. I've got obviously some sort of a problem with my second floor, or with my stairs, and I've got my basement. I want to change the grade so that it looks appropriate. So right now it is at the bottom of the basement. So I'm going to go to Options, go to Setup. This is in the 3D mode, and do Auto Horizon. I want to change my Auto Horizon to 7 feet. If you want to be able to see inside the house without having the auto horizon going through it, then you can at any time turn off the auto horizon as well, and you will want to do that at times. So I'm going to do 7 feet up, say OK, and now that looks more like the way it should look. Okay. Now notice that my garage door opening is at the right location. The slab is correct, but the garage door needs to be moved down. So I'm going to edit the door, and I'm going to offset it down by 1 foot. So I'll type in 1 foot and make sure that it's offset down, say OK, and now this is looking better. Okay, and the next thing I think we'll do is to put in a floor system in on the first floor. So right now these walls are sitting directly on the foundation, and we need to actually put in our floor joists and our subfloor and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the plan. I'm going to switch to my first floor, and similar to what we did for the basement, we're going to go to change our mode to floor system, but this time we're going to go to draw floor system rather than slab. Okay, and we want all these things in there, so we're going to do auto trace, and we're going to click into here, and now we've got our floor system. Of course, we don't want a floor system in the garage. We've already got the slab, and you can do all sorts of changes with this. If you wanted to change the direction of the floor joists and so on, then you could do that, but we're not going to bother with that now. And so now I'm going to go back to drawing mode, and let's just go and see what the effects were. And here we've got now a floor system in here, and notice that our door now has moved up, because of course it's got to move up to the top of the subfloor, and so it's taken that all into account, and it's moved up our kitchen cabinets and made all sorts of adjustments for us, and that's why we did it in this order rather than doing the floor system before we did the basement. You could do it that way, but then you have to make a fair number of adjustments. So another thing that we want to do is to cut an opening into the floor system. So we'll go back, go to the floor system, and I need to cut an opening here to get through, so that we can see through down to the basement. So we're going to go to hole. I'm going to do a rectangle. Zoom in here. I'm going to do a hole from here to here. And now we've got this opening, and again if we go back to our 3D view and generate, now we've got an opening going down through. We can't see fully through because we've got the horizon on. If you want to turn off the horizon for a moment, go to setup options, click on auto horizon, and now we've got, you can see that we're going right down into the basement with the stairs. All right? And there's lots of things that you can do down here. Add in a wall so that this doesn't look like it's wide open, or we can put in a railing to go down the stairs and so on. And you'd want to do that kind of thing if you're designing this for real. Alright, I think we'll stop there just to keep this video short. We've put in a floor system, we've adjusted the garage door, and we've also shown you how to assemble the floors so that you can see everything all in one item, as one view. I'm just going to, before I forget, turn back on the auto horizon. You may find that you like to work with the auto horizons, or you may find that you don't. Okay, I'm going to stop there.